Key word today is windy across both sides of the river, as we actually have multiple wind advisories in place to talk about, along with temperatures mainly in the 30s and some scattered snow showers outside of the Black Hills, where they are dealing with a winter storm warning that will stay in place for a little while. Lows tonight, teens and 20s. The wind doesn't really back off anytime soon, and the cold just continues to build. We'll talk about all that coming up, but until then, Midday in KELOLAND starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, Midday in KELOLAND.
Sioux Falls police are investigating a deadly weekend stabbing on the northwest side of the city. Details on the city's latest homicide are coming up.
Rebels have ended a generation-long iron fist reign of the Assad family in Syria. I'm Torian Small in Washington, following the U.S.'s response to the fall of a brutal dictatorship.
Good afternoon and thanks for having us in. This midday, one person is behind bars for a shooting that shut down the Empire Mall and led to an evacuation. And police confirm it's possible there were two shooters. This midday, 18-year-old Jaden Bingham is behind bars, charged with assault with a deadly weapon. He's scheduled to make his first court appearance this afternoon. According to court papers, surveillance video shows two people in the mall pull out guns Friday night. Police say one of those people is Bingham, but they're still trying to identify the second person who allegedly had a gun, along with a third person who was with them. At this point, investigators believe the shooting stemmed from a situation involving two groups of people. No one was hurt. We're going to continue to keep you updated on the investigation on KELOLAND News and, of course, on KELOLAND.com. In addition to the mall shooting, Sioux Falls police are also investigating the city's 15th homicide of 2024. 30-year-old Juan Flores is charged with murder and robbery. He's accused of stabbing and killing 39-year-old Alonzo Little early Saturday morning on the northwest side of Sioux Falls. According to court documents, the victim's 16-year-old daughter was in the home when it happened and heard her father yelling for help. Police say she called 911, but first responders were unable to save her father. Police say the two men were in a relationship and there was an argument leading up to the stabbing. The snowy conditions out west are causing crashes and road closures. Westbound lanes of I-90 are being diverted at exit 40 near Tilford as crews try to remove a semi-truck that's blocking the road. The Highway Patrol says the road will reopen once the semi is no longer in the way. If you need to travel this afternoon out west, make sure to slow down and pay attention to the road conditions because, Adam, the wind this midday is a major factor.
Yeah, absolutely. The snow is enough to deal with out in the Black Hills and portions of western South Dakota, but then you factor in the wind, which has not been subtle. It does get pretty treacherous out there. Here's our look at live Doppler radar. Much of the area east river is pretty quiet, outside of a few little flurries and snow showers trying to crash the party near Hand and Hyde counties in the Miller-Highmore area. Meanwhile, it's southwestern South Dakota getting in on some snow showers. And of course, we've been seeing the Black Hills get more and more snow as they have their winter storm warning that they have in place. So we'll do a little comparison here. There's Falls Park, 33 at the lunch hour with a west wind at 18 miles per hour. A decent bit of cloud cover, but overall, not terrible. Could always be worse. Then you head out west. There's Deadwood with everything covered in a big heap of snow and people getting by very, very slowly on those main roads. You will, again, want to please be careful if you absolutely must head out in the central and northern hills. For what it's worth, it's 28 in Spearfish, 32 for Rapid City, right at the freezing mark, 31 in Phillip as well as Mobridge, 30 Huron, Mitchell, and Brookings, 37 for Yankton. The warm spot, if you want to call it that, is Spencer over in northwestern Iowa. They are sitting at 42. But there is your wind. These are sustained winds you're seeing right here, anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour in many locations. We have gusts that have been way higher than that at times. Wind advisory in Tan remains in place through the afternoon. A high wind warning for northwestern South Dakota for that same time frame. We could see gusts approaching and even exceeding 50 to 60 miles per hour. Now we have our winter storm warning for the central and northern hills, including Lead and Deadwood, through 5 a.m. Mountain Standard Time Wednesday. More snow on the way, not to mention wind whipping that snow around. For the rest of the afternoon, the key word, like I said at the top of the show, windy across the board. 30s to near 40 for high temperatures today to the southeast. We'll see mid to upper 30s up to the northeast with a few flurries out of the question. Out west, some more snow showers will be possible with 30s and even a couple of 20s toward northern portions of the Black Hills. It gets even colder than this by the midweek outlook. We'll talk about that coming up.
Thank you, Adam. A cowgirl from Florence, South Dakota has made the national stage. Miss Rodeo of South Dakota, Kaylee Mueller, has won the National Miss Rodeo of America title. Last night was the crowning ceremony, ending the 9-day competition in Las Vegas, Nevada. Mueller has been competing since 2019. Young kids in Pipestone, Minnesota have some new role models to look up to. The school started a new program this year that matches seniors with kindergartners to hang out with and do a variety of activities together throughout the school year.
I think it's turned out really, really well. A lot of the kinders tell us, or the teachers will inform us, like, oh, the kids are so excited to meet with their senior buddies, and it's just the best thing ever to hear.
You're going to meet a few of the seniors in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND who say they're enjoying it a lot. It's going to be hard to say goodbye when they graduate, but some of them hope this program lays a foundation to a lifetime of friendships. The U.S. government is closely monitoring the situation in Syria after the fall of the Assad dictatorship. Dorian Small has details now from Washington.
Syrians fired guns in celebration of the fall of the Syrian government this weekend. The dictator Bashar al-Assad fled to Russia with his family.
Anything is better than a regime that has brutalized and massacred its people over 50 years.
Citizens tore down symbols of Assad, and hundreds of prisoners detained by his regime have been set free. The U.S. says it believes American journalist Austin Tice, who was imprisoned in Syria, is alive, and they are working to find him. U.S. national security personnel said that right now it's an open question as to who is running Syria. It's a question the U.S. is working hard to figure out. The Islamist fighters who brought about the downfall of the government have been deemed a terrorist group for their ties to al-Qaeda. But Abu Muhammad Jalani, the leader of the group, has denounced al-Qaeda.
We're going to work with all the groups in Syria. And as President Biden said yesterday, the rebel groups, including the ones that have been designated as terrorist groups, have actually said all the right things. Now the question is, what will they do to try to bring about a better Syria? Assad's regime had been propped up by Russia and Iran, but that influence is now likely gone.
Anything like this rebellion that diminishes Russian and Iranian influence and power in the Middle East is good for the United States, it's good for Israel, it's good for our Arab friends.
With the dictatorship gone, Syrians are shifting their focus to essentials and joining long lines for bread and gas. Torian Small, CBS News, Washington.
The U.S. and Israel have carried out airstrikes in Syria against terrorist groups in an attempt to keep them at bay. Still, the